Dude, forget monk mode. We're going to cure that crippling loneliness inside of you to improve your business and social life. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the model that Russell Brand, Andrew Tate, that guy at the bar that talked to that girl and made her smile in 2.5 seconds, and that random kid in class that can say the craziest things. And you hear him say them. And you think about what he just said to this girl or this person or this teacher or this dude, and the guy's sitting there smiling like it's okay. But if you said that, if you said the words that he said, if you express your true emotions like he did, you'd be frowned upon, you'd be shunned. Why? I'm going to give you a model to fix that, to be able to communicate yourself truthfully to anyone, to genuinely create relationships, which is what you need for business and social life. And the reason why this video is so important to you, because you've seen a girl walk by that you wanted to speak to. You've gotten the 2-3 glances of eye contact between you two, and you know that she wanted to talk to you, but you weren't sure what to say. You weren't sure how to approach. You saw a businessman in the same area as you. Maybe you saw him on Instagram on Reels and you wanted to DM him. He had a pretty cool account, not too many followers, 2,000 or so. You wanted to respond to him, send him a DM. What do you say though? How do you communicate? We're going to cover that in this video, and the reason why this matters is because it's going to change your life. You're never going to have to worry about, you're already cripplingly short, so you're already under 5'6", but besides that, now you can have communication skills so that even if you're under 5'6", you can still have 6-foot energy. We want you to have that 6-foot energy. I have that 6-foot energy because I was born 6 foot, but you can have that too. And we can work together to make that sure that your business and social life work out. Your family is going to have to be communicated with. Your future wife is going to have to be communicated with. You're not going to meet her in some online interaction where you didn't have to actually speak or you didn't have to actually express yourself truthfully, and you're going to feel so much better, so much authentic. Imagine how you feel if you look yourself in the mirror. You know that every person you spoke to that day, you said the truth to. Your self-worth would skyrocket because you lower your self-worth when you lie. So this is going to fix not only your communication with you, but your confidence. It's also going to fix your social skills, your network. It's going to delete that loneliness demon in your brain so it never has to come back, but you're still short. It's okay to be short as long as you have confidence. Another reason why this matters is because if you're not in a situation where you can say what you want to say truthfully, you can't express yourself, how can you get ideas into reality? What's the point of a network as a businessman if you can't go from idea to person working on idea to getting leverage to having tasks completed for someone? If you don't learn how to communicate, how to disseminate tasks amongst people, AI, whatever, you're never going to have tasks to delegate or results to create from those delegated people, meaning you're going to be a slave forever pretty much. The guy that can speak better than you probably has more girls than you, has more money than you, and you could be that guy as well. You could be that guy except you're short. You could be, if you add a little extra confidence boost, you can beat the guy that's taller than you, but you are short, and that's fine. One example of this is from Russell Brand. I saw an interview of him on the news pretty much saying the craziest things to this white girl. This Caucasian girl was dressed fantastically, and he was in this cabana just like saying insane things, saying like, if you were the girl that I saw when I was 15 years old, you were the one that I would dream about, all pretty much gassing her up, saying she was like dressed slutty, all this stuff, right? All this. You can find these videos online on YouTube. Just look up Russell Brand flirting with people. It's insane. How can he get away with saying these things? Because it's not about the words. It's about the kinetic energy transfer. I wasn't even planning on going to this topic. This is separate from the actual formula we're talking about today, but the kinetic energy transfer is what matters. Half the stuff you communicate is body language. It's more than actual words. It's about the energy you put behind the words. You can say the same sentence, the same atrocious statement, but then spin it with good energy, and all of a sudden you're at peace. All of a sudden it's a good thing. So how do you play this out? You're in class. You're in the front of the class. When you walk in to sit in the front of the class, you sit down, you open your notebook, you turn around, beautiful girl behind you. I'm going to say woman because woman and business are similar, but woman's more entertaining. So we're going to do woman right now. I have a girlfriend. I'm about this right now. But you're the guy in the front of the class, you just sat down, you don't have a girlfriend, you're still 5'6". The girl behind you is beautiful. You notice her when you look for your pencil pouch and your backpack. You turn around, you speak, you look at her in the face, and you start talking. What do you say? Well, you want to speak. You have the urge to speak. What do you do? 10 seconds of small talk. That's the number one thing. You just look around the class. Okay, teacher's wearing something funny. Say back to the girl, it's crazy what he's wearing right now. I couldn't imagine myself wearing that. And just like do a little smirk. See what she does back. See what she responds. She'll probably say something like something normal, something to make you guys both seem familiar, both in the same place, same area, seeing the same experience. Now you're connected. Next, you Express how you felt. You didn't talk to her because you wanted to small talk for 10 hours. You talked to her genuinely because you thought she was cute and you wanted to talk to her. Say that to her in a way that's not weird. One example of this. Can I be honest? Don't even say that, actually. Just be honest. I'm going to have a hard time focusing today. Why? I'm going to have a hard time focusing when you dress like that, and just see what she says. That's genuinely how you felt. You're just saying what you said and you're just being honest in a way that's chill. You didn't say, oh my God, you're so pretty. Let me just talk to you. And like try to kiss her hand or some shit. No weird shit. Just be relaxed. Say what you want to say. Express how you feel. Ma'am, you are so beautiful. Just say whatever. Say whatever you felt. Whatever you thought when you saw her. Whatever your reaction was to her outfit genuinely. If you saw her dress, if you saw her backpack, if you saw her shoes first, whatever it is, just say that. After that, the critical point of this is reflection. The reason why people can't adapt because they don't have data after they speak. So you said this thing. It could be a bit wild. It could be a bit truthful. It could be a bit risky for her response. You don't know what's going to happen until you test the market. Her response could be positive. It could be negative. She could be used compliments. She might not. If her anxiety spikes to the roof, you don't want it that high, so you bring it down. This is where the tools come in. This is where the next steps of communication come in. It's after the reaction comes through. So down here in the action section, express your heart and mind to analyze where they're at and work backwards from there to where you want them. If you want her to be more relaxed, then say things that make her more relaxed. There's two ways to do this. One way is from Tai Lopez. Pretty much you put the indicators for what you want them to think about you in a story that's entertaining based upon the point. For example, one of my friends talking to a girl and she mentioned there's a bunch of huzz on campus. I said, if I were to be in a situation I wanted her to relax, I noticed I just called her pretty and she was a little worried about it and she thinks that I'm a player or something like that, then I would respond with a story about the huzz, but make myself look good. Yeah, I noticed them when I was walking around with the two girls that I spend most of the time with. I only walk around on campus with like two girls at a time, and I've been friends with them for I don't even know how many years. But these huzz are actually crazy. Now, they're correlated but not correlated. I inputted what I wanted to show her about myself at the same time as going back to the story she said and expanding on the conversation. She can continue talking there. I can add a question there. It doesn't matter. But I put the indicators there for her to be more comfortable and trust me a bit more. That's the point. This is the reaction after you notice what it is. Whatever it is, you can add it in there. It could be she's worried about you. It could be humility. She could be thinking you're a butthole. Whatever it is, it could be tension. The point is to play and toggle with tension. When you express something, you poke somewhere. And when you poke somewhere else should poke out. And if you like that, leave it there. If you want to move it, poke it again in that spot to move it again. That's the goal. Russell Brand could tell a girl he's horny in front of her on live news. But with his reaction time and his sheer ability to improv, it all works out. He can just spin it back toward the positive of the girl smiling at her, having fun, and he's joking around. But he literally just says some heinous things. Make sure after you express, look at them and change inputs to get a good response. Tai Lopez story model questions. Also, cycling topics. Cycling topics means it's pretty much the people who have great communication skills are people who cycle through topics super fast. You're looking for an end, and it's okay to switch topics almost to the point where you can make a joke about it. If you're 10 topics in and it hasn't had a good conversation, just keep switching. No one's going to be mad at you. It's almost like Reels. That's what Reels are. You open your Instagram phone, you start scrolling, and you go past 20, 30 Reels that maybe not entertain you. You see one of them, you go into that one. You're not mad at Instagram for not showing you like good content. You just scrolling. Same thing with conversations. Folks who are good at conversations usually don't have any withholdings when it comes to changing topic. And if you're high energy, you can do this all the time. So that's a second skill you can use. Maybe the conversation didn't go where you wanted to go and it wasn't as trust building as you thought it should be. So just cycle through the conversations until you're ready. So yeah, the principles this is built on. Be in an emotional state where you can accept truth. This is number one. So before you even get to this stuff, this matters right here. Be in an emotional state where you can accept the truth. If you're too worried about her response when you express yourself to the point where you can't analyze where she is and react accordingly, then you will fail. The reason why it's hard to actually get feedback from reality is because you don't want to accept reality in real time. She might think you're ugly. She might respond with surprise. She might respond with happiness, anger, whatever. The truth state is you don't know what it is because she's making a face. And this face could be positive or negative based upon anything. It could be a guy behind you making a bad face. But if you're in a low state of mind, you're in a low self-worth thought process, then the emotional state you're in is less accepting of truth and more leaning toward that negative emotional state. You're going to assume that she's laughing at you. You're going to assume she thinks you're not attractive. You're going to assume you're talking too fast. You don't want to do that. You want to be in a state where you can accept whatever it is and think about it actually rationally and make a moment from there, a move from there. Accept what you think, accept what she thinks, move on. That's okay. You are not your emotions. You are separate from those things. Next, the most beautiful gift you can give to someone is truly what's on your heart and your mind. You expressing to her how you genuinely felt is a gift to her. Not only a gift to her, it's a gift to you. It's a gift to show yourself that you value your own expressions. You value your own mind and your body. You trust yourself. It's okay to feel how you feel, and you know that, so it's okay to express what you say. The thing is, people don't have the ability to transfer the right kinetic energy when they say things. If you are saying a girl is beautiful and you come off with desperation and you show that to her, now you're a weirdo. Now you're a guy that's trying to freaking do some crazy stuff to her. If you say she's beautiful and that doesn't mean she has to do anything, you don't have to have any kind of output from her. Just because you said she's attractive or you like her doesn't mean that she has to go on a date with you. Doesn't mean you have to get a phone number. You're just expressing your emotion to the world. You're just walking up and saying how you felt about her. It's not a bad thing. And if you are aware of how she'll respond after you say that, you can manipulate it based upon the response. And it's okay to do so. Another tip that I got from this is to only escalate as she escalates. So if you go in with the intention of, I want to get this girl's number, pull up and just test the waters, put that little idea, that intention in the back of your brain, and escalate as she escalates. If step 1 of number is getting her relaxed. Step 2 of number is having a conversation. Step 3 is deciding if she's even worth getting a number or not. She could be a psychopath. Start at step 1. Get her to step 1. Start at step 2. Get her to step 2. Then if it goes from there, go up. But you'll know if she's throttling against you or fighting against you. If she's fighting against you, then just leave. Don't get the number to begin with. But if you're worried about getting the number on step 1, you haven't figured out where she is in her brain, it's a waste of time. Next, communication means able to say the truth and get any emotion, no matter its connotation. Typo there, but connotation. Being a good communicator, this is from Andrew Tate actually, is pretty much being able to say anything you want, say any piece, and no matter the connotation of that statement, be able to create an emotion in the person in front of you based upon what you're looking for, what you want. If you want them to have high anxiety or to have fear, you can be saying there's a unicorn in the sky. And if I'm able to word things enough, I can say there's a unicorn in the sky and you'll be angry from it. I can say it and you'll be sad from it, or happy, or confused. Whatever the emotion I want is, whatever the admiration is that I want to create, it could be anything. Admiration, respect, whatever it is. A good communicator can do that with the same information fodder, meaning you can use your kinetic energy and your words together to spin any word into any direction. With those 3 bullet points and this formula, you will never be lonely. It's impossible because you'll be expressing yourself to anyone you want to in a way they can actually interpret, and they're going to want to have a connection with you because you're so easy to speak to, because in the long run, if you want someone to be around you for a long period of time, you're going to want them comfortable and happy as well. And if they're happy and comfortable with you more than they are with other people because they can communicate, then they're going to stay with you and you're going to have friends and business partners and family.